Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Ho Haloyam, Ananawa Yahweh, Bahashem Shamalak Yahushai, Bahashem Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, Habayah Malak Dawatah, the house of King David, and to the infusion of faces that look like these heathen nations, but identity goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the royal holy chosen sea line. Shalom. Alright, here I found an article that was searching on, and it says CIA insider details FEMA camps and Ebola 2015 on blue, red, or yellow list. So basically, like, I know there's always an agenda. So this lesson is basically gonna be about the agenda that the FEMA camps is trying to that the government is trying to do to push people to get in the FEMA camps. So now they're using the coronavirus, and over here it said they were using Ebola, but to that they may use that to push more people into the FEMA camps. But now they they have this coronavirus, and now they're trying to use it to push their New World Order agenda quickly. So, and over here it shows a video about the CIA, but I'm not gonna get into that. It says this video was published on December 31st, 2013. CIA insider interview was years ago, time unknown, forecasting pre-blueprint to design play-by-play of what may happen. The problem has been chosen. People are now reacting and demanding a solution, and the solution is CIA insider tells where and when people will be rounded up and taken to concentration camps. It says Ebola is just one excuse is given to be hauled off to a FEMA camp. There are many more. Keep an eye out for a red, blue, or yellow dot on mailbox, government issued letter, or email. It says the red list, enemies of NWO, community leaders dragged out of their homes 4 a.m. while all are asleep to FEMA camps and killed with guillotines, harvest internal organs for future use. And that's what they're planning on doing to Jakes as well. Because, that's pretty much what they're going to do to our people. They're going to take our organs and stuff like that, for organ trafficking and harvest our organs and stuff like that. They could, so they could, those elites and these other rich, upper rich classmen could live longer. Sick ass bastards. And here you have a picture of the Georgia Guidestones where it says maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. So these motherfuckers really think that they're the most high. Yeah, that's just sick. It says blue lists is those are the ones that are gonna take the microchip like idiots. They're tripped, mind controlled, rehabilitation, re-educated. Most will not survive. Yeah, because Esau, he's still gonna plot on killing you. He's not gonna. You're not gonna survive. Taking that chip, and then plus you got the Most High that's gonna kill you as well. He's gonna send a lot of judgment upon your head. So you might as well just die in the FEMA camp, or die in the hands of Esau refusing to take the chip. In the yellow list it says chipped, no threat, instructed how to behave. Most will be starved. Useless eaters will be gassed or guillotined. So you see all right here, it shows you that either they got a red list, a blue list, and a yellow list. So, and for all you fucking scoffers out there that have been scoffing at the men of the Lord, scoffing on my videos or on other brothers' videos, guess what? They could drag ass out 3 o'clock in the morning too, considering you as a terrorist, because y'all have watched the videos. And even if you watch the videos, they still gonna consider you as a terrorist of some sort. And the elites, they be looking out. They be the government. They be watching people that look in this truth and that looking at potential terrorism. Well, that looking at videos that they deem as potential terrorism threats. And this is what it says right here: 72 types of Americans are considered potential terrorists in official government documents. Below was a list of 72 types of Americans that are considered to be extremists and potential terrorists in official U.S. government documents. To see the original source document for each point, just click on the link. As you can see, this list covers most of the country. And they got the fucking nerve to call us a terrorist when the Edomites, when they're the real true terrorists. So I'm not gonna really like read all of it, but um hmm. But basically I'll say like what the Hebrew Israelites, what we may fit in as, what Esau may label us as, what potential terrorists we may fit in a lot of these categories. Like I'll give off examples like let me see. Um hmm. I'll say like yeah, we are anti-gay because basically there are the Most High himself is anti-gay. He has laws that go against homosexuality, and I mean we're not anti-immigrant, but Esau pretty much is himself. He's against the immigration of our people, but um, we don't really, we're not really with the Muslims. We're not really that religion. We're pretty much those are our enemies. Considered, they're considered as heathen, the Muslims. So you could say that we're anti that Muslim. Um, people try to confuse Hebrew is people try to confuse Hebrew his Israelite customs with being a Muslim, and we're not. It's not the same, even though it may look like it, but it's not. It's completely different. Um, opposition to equal rights. Like, yeah, we're opposed in that, so we oppose that. We're not for any of that gay shit. 17. I mean, for brothers that we we study about this. Some brothers in this truth, like a lot of us be studying about like the secret with the Illuminati and how they try to do certain things like that. So yeah, you could consider us as that too. That we believe um the United States are secretly planning on doing. They even label Christians as a potential terrorist. Hmm. And I suppose this whole world was based off of this whole country was based off of Christianity. See how this country's just full of shit. They consider you a potential terrorist being a Christian. Hmm. And they don't even have the truth. And this truth ain't got nothing to do with Christianity. So, um, let me see. Anyone that is engaged in conspiracy theorizing, yeah, they considering the brothers as that because, well, it's not conspiracies, it's the truth. It's not a theorist. This is reality. We're teaching the truth. So, anyone that is opposed to Agenda 21, brothers in the truth, we oppose to that. Anyone that is concerned about FEMA camps, I mean, we know they are out there. So, anyone that fears independent gun control, we listen. We trust in Yahweh Shem Yasharahla. We don't gotta deal with any of that shit. Guns. And those I think we shouldn't have. We should. They should have. Those I think they shouldn't have to pay taxes. Well, I did a video said paying taxes on foods and and working and paying off those taxes in your job and when it comes off your check and then paying off like interest off of loans, that's a sin. you know our people are not even supposed to be doing that, and the Most High made a law saying that our people are not supposed to be doing that at all. They're not supposed to be loaning charging each other interest and shit and taxing each other. That's what the white man does. Let me see. Anyone that complains about bias, uh, anyone that believes in government conspiracy to the point of paranoia, they might consider us as paranoid, but it's whatever. Anyone that's frustrated with mainstream ideologies, how it fucks up our people and our women, yeah, we complain about that. Anyone that visits extremist websites, blogs, that's us. Uh, Let me see. Anyone that exhibits extremist religious intolerance. Anyone that is personally connected with grievance. Anyone that. Let me see. Those that would insert religion into the. No. Those that would impose strict religious tenets or laws on society. And first of all, we're gonna influence the whole world after we come back, through on it. I mean, after this society crashes down and after the Yahweh comes back to deliver us, yeah, we're gonna influence our whole customs to the whole universe. Matter of fact, so everyone's gonna be forced to follow our customs. Anyone that is anti-abortion, that's us. Anti-Catholic, yep. Let me see. Those that believe in the end time prophecies, yep, that's us. Those that have a negative view of the United Nations, yep, that's the beast of NATO that the Bible talks about. The seven-headed beast, yep, that's them. Those that are against illegal immigration. Let me see. When in fact the Edomites are the ones that are illegal. They didn't. Gad found this land first, but So yeah, we could say that in evangelical Christians. Wow. So yeah, we could all say that basically, um, you know, these motherfuckers are really trying to stage the events of trying to say that there's 72 potential terrorists. So, and you see, as I said, and I think we listed as like, I don't know, we probably might fit as nearly almost about 20 of them. Don't get me wrong, because I think I counted like about, if I'm correct, like 14 or 15. You know, there was a few that I wasn't literally that sure about, but for the most part, we are as Hebrew Israelites, yeah, that are mostly for the brothers that are in this truth. Yeah, we do um we're against a lot of things that this government pushes out in this world, and we teach it in our lessons, in our videos, and the government, they hate the truth that we teach, and they consider it as hate speech, which is actually the truth. Let's see. Um, Let me see this link real quick. It's basically the same thing. I didn't look into it earlier, but so it says the groups of people in the list above are considered problems that need to be dealt with. In some of the documents referenced above, members of the military are specifically warned not to have anything to do with such groups. We are moving into a very dangerous time in American history. You can now be considered a potential terrorist just because of your religious or political beliefs. Free speech is becoming a thing of the past, and we are rapidly becoming an Orwellian society that is exact opposite of what our founding fathers intended. So you see, if you have this type of mindset, which the founding fathers, like if you believe in the Bill of Rights, all that shit, and you believe that the government should not have laws to restrict some of your rights, certain rights, which they are doing over time. And like I said, by way of pandemics with this coronavirus, that's what they're doing at a expeditious scale. Like they're speeding up ways of taking away your rights now, because this devil knows that he's losing his power. And this motherfucker really made this motherfucker like has a whole like list that he's trying to watch out on 72 potential terrorists, people that are a group that's potential terrorists that they're looking out for. And it says that if you have been on extremists, which they call us black identity extremists. I did a video on anti-Semitism. It's pure bullshit. Um, and I put like, that they've been linking us into crimes of being um, Semitic crimes. They saying that that then they're linking it saying that it's Hebrew Israelites, that that they're part of the Hebrew Israelites club. So you see, which they're bearing false witness against their own neighbor, which is a sin that the Most High tell you not to do. But this is Esau. He's the epitome of wickedness and sin. So this is what they do, and they're setting the stages to now, to plot on us treacherously. And it's going to be a point in time where they're going to be taking some brothers out of their homes early in the morning. Even some of you scoffers too that have been scoffing, y'all gonna get it the worst in the FEMA camps and in Jacob's trouble. Y'all wanna make up fake accounts, talk shit on the comment boards, and scoff against the brothers, and teaching y'all bullshit, strange woman doctrines, causing nothing but mass confusion on the comment boards, and stressing brothers out that way. And guess what? The Most High gonna put your ass to the worst death. Adam and Ratazar, y'all get fucked up, if y'all don't repent. So, and there's another article I wanted to show out, speaking of potential terrorist groups. So it says right here, the Tatch analyst entitled Project Megiddo is an FBI strategic assessment of the potential for domestic terrorism in the United States, undertaken in anticipation of or response to the arrival of the new millennium. Project Megiddo. So it says the executive summary introduction. It says in the introduction, when does the new millennium begin? Blueprint for the action, the Turner Diaries, interpretation of the Bible, apocalyptic religious beliefs, the New World Order conspiracy theory, and the year 2000 computer bug, gun control laws. And it says number 3, Christian identity. Number 4, white supremacy. Number 5, militias. Number 6, black Hebrew Israelites, which we're not black, but we're the different shades of brown. There's even, you got fucking Salakia, for my language, excuse me for our French, but you got brothers that look like these other nations that you confuse as a Edomite and as these other heathens that are Israelites. And there's even camps that have brothers that are confusion of faces that you confuse them for the other nations, but through the spirit we know that they're Israelites, because only an Israelite is doing this truth. So we're different shades of brown, and some of us are maybe even as pale as an Edomite. So it's ignorant to say that they're black when you have different shades of brown, and you have some brothers that are almost look like the so-called white man. Yeah, and apocalyptic cults. It says number 7, number 8, the significance of Jerusalem, and number 10, the conclusion. So yeah, this is like the Project Megiddo, how they really be they're really plotting on, like, watching people of different cults and religions, and how they may be potential terrorists. So they're like really setting the stages of implementing martial law, because they say that that this is for people's safety, that they need to track people down, and they need to they're trying to find excuses on how they want to chip people in the whole world. That's basically what they want to do, ever since they did that 9/11 shit too. They've been taking away rights and starting using technology to voyeur on people more, so they be spying on people, through your technologies. And a lot of people are so ignorant of then oblivious to this. And these going to be the same people that's not going to know, because even though if you do know something about the Illuminati and you don't understand this truth, it's still going to bug you out in a way, because this truth, which is meant for the elect, this is going to help you. You're going to know why these things are happening. And it says in the scriptures, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of your times. It says, fear none of those things that which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So yeah, you have to be very faithful even unto your death. Because this devil is really, he's not playing when he's trying to push his new world order. He's really plotting on our brothers. And I know the Hebrew Israelite brothers, in this truth, and we are pretty much, we do have a certain amount of numbers on that list that consider us as potential terrorists, and they be watching our videos too, and they be watching whoever's watching the videos. They be too, they could track it down and stuff like that, and if I'm a martyr, it is what it is, but I don't know, that the Most High put the spirit on me to be, to endure to the end, even if it's my lot to die. And I'll come back and put the fear in these fucking Edomites for doing what they've done, and torture them and fuck them up, even until the on this side, and until the kingdom have them as my slaves and beat the shit out of them. Let me see. Revelations 13:16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. He said, here's the wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Yeah, and that's basically what Esau's planning on doing. With that blue list and that yellow list, he's trying to have some niggas on the chips, and you see, even if you're chipped, he could still take your ass to a FEMA camp. That's how much of a devil he is. Even if like, because there were some videos that said 90% of you will go to a FEMA camp. Man, that's almost the whole damn population. You might as well go against that chip and shit, because your high chances of, being taken into a FEMA camp is, pretty high. You have a high chance of being in there. So, Esau's a devil that's not to be trusted, man. You can't trust that motherfucker. Scriptures tell you how he soothes you with his lying words, Esau got the words of the strange woman, man. It may seem smooth, it may seem soothing, but but in reality, his words are, are actually venomous and poisonous and bitter. That's how the devil is, man. He's very deceitful and crafty. So it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Adonai is his treasure. So, it shows that the people that are gonna be stable in these end times, the men of the Lord, hopeful elect, and Adam and Ratazar are part of that number, people that have this truth. See, Everybody's going to be bugging out their mind because there's going to be a spiritual famine, according to Amos 8, and there's going to be a physical famine, like how it was before, like in um the famine of Samaria. I think it was in I forgot the chapter, but I think it was, I don't know if it was First Kings second chapter, but if I'm correct. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did a video on that. How famine's gonna happen. The physical one and the spiritual one. You know, and people that's gonna be stable in these end times. Even though we're gonna be traveling, we're gonna be going homeless and as pilgrims traveling left and right. We're gonna be stable in these end times. Us Akim that have this truth and that do it in the utmost sincerity. Everybody else is gonna look for us for answers and be bugging out, and it's up to us if we want to tell them. And most of the time, we're gonna keep silent because most of the people that's gonna come to us are people that have been in the world, and some of them may be our enemies. And I ain't giving anybody the truth that are my enemies. You know, so that's how it is. They say food and water, stability of mind, and when the Most High uses Esau, which is the physical sword on the left hand side, that's his physical arsenal on the left hand side to cut off the food supply because they're controlling food in the food trucks. Yeah, basically Esau is going to be used to do that to cause the famine. So that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna cause a lot of destruction. It says in the scriptures, what you call it? It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, both in the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the child. And to the woman were given two things of a great eagle, that she may fly into the wilderness, into the place she is nourished for a time, and half a time for the face of the serpent." Alright, but basically the main point is that, this devil Esau, he has but a short time. And he knows, and he's that dragon that the Bible speaks of. You know, he's that red evil dragon. That color red is very symbolic to Esau since his skin color is red. But yeah, Esau is a devil, and that's what he's doing. He knows his time is short. That's why he's speeding things up. You know, that's why he's trying to use this pandemic to really get niggas tripped. You know, trying to get a lot of people killed as well with the vaccine. So I hope I made this lesson edifying, to get all glory, praises, honor to Adonai Yahweh, Bashim Shamalak Yahweh, Bashim Kakadash, double honor to apostles and elders, great millstone, peace how you teach us a whole full life. Yahweh Bashim Yashar, Shalak Rayam, Adawayam, Wa Abad Babal, Shalom.